Hello, this is Faith Code 247, because you're no longer just interested in what it looks like, but where it is sourced from. Talking about the earth, I said the earth represents that potential that arises out of a relationship with God. The reason why I said so is that before you made contact with God, the waters were there. So you had a certain reality, but there was darkness everywhere. But after now coming to the knowledge of God, as seen by your being able to perceive light, understand what light is, being conscious of it, and also being conscious of heaven, God now brings out something from you that only arises after you have become conscious of heaven. I call them natural gifts and spiritual gifts. These are not. I notice I not call them the gifts of the manifestation of spirit. They can also apply, but I'm calling them natural gifts and spiritual gifts. Let me explain. So now the waters he called seas, I will call natural gifts. When a man comes to God, his natural gifts can be enhanced. For example, before you came to Christ, you were already singing, or you were very good in math. But now that you have come to Christ, you find out that your singing gift becomes anointed. And now, whereas before you sing and you just sing songs that glorify all sorts of things that are not necessarily God, now you sing songs that glorify God, and it blesses people. It makes the consciousness of presence of God real in the lives of people. This means that your natural gift has been enhanced. Another example could be that you have a man who is a mathematician. He comes into God, and God enhances that gift, wherein he now becomes even more adept at that or skilled in that area, and it's now put to good use, maybe in engineering or in some other way. That is a natural gift that's enhanced. That's what I'll call the seas, because the waters already existed there, but God gathered them to one, put order in it, and gave it a name. By giving it a name called the seas, it's no longer what it was before, but now has something that has come out of God that has put order upon it. And that's why so he called it the seas. God has acted upon it. He has given it purpose. Now, for the earth, that is different. That is a potential that existed in you, which we're not conscious of, but only arose out after you had come into a living relationship with God. A good example would be a man. These are gifts that have been awakened in a man after he has come into a saving knowledge of God. Observe, for example, in Jeremiah chapter 1, from verse 4 thereabouts, where God said to Jeremiah that, look, before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I ordained you a prophet to the nations. So that prophetic capability was in Jeremiah, but only became awakened after Jeremiah came into the consciousness of God. God bless you richly in Jesus' name. I come your way again. May God's grace be with you. Amen.